Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia, and in this video, I just want to wish you a happy new year. And I also want to tell you what's going on. Yeah. So, I can't drive Uber right now. I've been absent. It's just a normal thing now. It's not what I really want to do. So basically, before I made a video and I said I'm not driving Uber, and I still stand by it, and I still stand by it this whole time. Is that I don't think it's sustainable. It's not sustainable, and my car, I just don't think I can do it with my car. So my car is like unsafe to drive. I'm gonna have to tow it to the shop. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm going through all of my history because I keep all of the history of the car. So like what work I do and what day it gets done and everything that gets done on the car. So right now I'm reviewing that before I take it to the shop because it's a more serious thing and it's extremely important to know the history of what you've already done to the car when you take it to the shop, because if you have stuff going on the car, they might bring something up that you did, a few months ago, and that is like a bigger thing, meaning like it could cost like $2,000 or $3,000 to do, and you're like, no, this should probably last like a good 50,000 miles, or it should last 100,000 miles, common sense kind of thing. So it's just really important to do that before I take it to the shop. So that's like the big or the most important thing that I have to do besides this other thing. So because I can't drive Uber, it's more critical for me to be like harder and more active with my business. And I was going into this new year with that plan. I don't know what my taxes are going to look like. I'll share my taxes. This was the first year. 2021 was my first year to do gig work with no other work. I also want to preface this that I only did Ubering for 6 months of the year. So the other 6 months of the year, I did not have a job, and I don't, because I'm very good at saving money and maintaining that, and I also don't spend a lot of money on a daily or anything like that. So I have pretty good spending habits, and I always have. I'm just that way, I guess. The bulk of my money goes straight into bills and things like that. I have kind of indulged a little bit in some creature comforts, which I'm going to have to look at my budget, and that's the next thing I have to do. So after I do my car stuff, that's what I really have to do, so I can really kind of nail in the creature comforts and the extras that I'm going to need to cancel and I'm going to need to get rid of, and so I can really downscale a lot more on my finances. Going forward though, I truly want to put more energy into creating, and not just creating here, but creating in my life. I want to create more art. I want to do more things that are in that direction. So I have gone back and forth with whether I should get a job or not. I think after I do my taxes and I look at my taxes, because I also have my company. It's not just Uber. I have an LLC, and I made no money, and I basically hardly did anything with. I do not know how this is gonna end up tax-wise. It's scary, to be honest. Just going into that. So I'm gonna live and I'm gonna learn, right? So I feel like getting a job, like a local job. I live in downtown Dallas. There's lots of shops, lots of stores, lots of boutiques, lots of little, restaurants or counter service places, things like this that, I could potentially get work. but I kind of feel like getting a job is slipping backward. Um, like, for example, a year ago when I had some money that I had saved, I had the thought of just getting another car then, like a year ago. Not a new car, a cash car, probably um, not as good as the car that I currently have when I bought it. But I would have used all my money for that, and I probably would have owed money. And I'm really grateful that I have a really good sister, FYI, and she really helps me like on like big purchases or things like that, and I pay her back. So I always pay her back. It's very important if you have someone in your life like that to make sure that you do repay them, because they make a sacrifice to help you. So my sister makes a sacrifice to help me, and her family, does that. So it's really important for me to show that same sacrifice back when I'm in a position to do so. And I hope that I'll be able to get in a position that this is no longer kind of like, where I can really kind of take care of everything. But life is very difficult, and so at the same time, it is really important to have good support system in your corner and everything like that. But I think it's more important to make sure that you're a strong part of that, system, instead of just like a taker. And so, if I had done what I thought to do with getting another car, I would have had to immediately start working, not take the time off, not relax, unwind, decompress from life, decompress from years of things that I need to process. Also, my census experience, it was stressful and triggering, and people are not kind to other people. People are not forgiving and able to give space to people who they do not understand. A lot of people fill in the blanks, and it makes things a lot worse. And most of the time for me, I have automatic triggers, and having a normal job, I'm really worried about, because I have triggers, I think, in work environments. And so it scares me a lot, and it gives me a lot more anxiety just thinking about it, or starting a job. And then it kind of sends me back into the same cycle. And that's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of like I've made so much progress with my healing and with my life and knowing where I want to go and spending time figuring that out, versus do I really need to get back, and do things the way that, I was doing it, knowing that it's going to be just that much harder for me to continue this work, because that's not where I need to be. Those are not my people. That's not where I belong. I really need to go down this new path, this new direction, this direction that I've never been at, the direction that I know no one in. And I think that's one of the main reasons why it's been really hard for me to take action. I'm now in a place where my car is probably needing thousands of dollars of work. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be so bad. Fingers crossed. But I don't want to I don't know what's to come. There's so much. And I mean, the consequences of the past year, meaning the taxes and, the upcoming thing, like the taxes and the money and the car issue, and then all of these, my current bills. and not having an immediate rate of bringing fast money in like that. So I have to pick up my, my pace online. I have to start, and I feel better doing this in January. I think, I've healed a lot, and I'm just really scared to kind of go back. Doing the responsible things that a lot of people think is responsible, but it's not responsible in the long term, I feel like. I think it just validates everybody's like ideas for their own life, and I think it just is more about them than of me, and they project that onto me a lot, and I take it on as if it's fact and truth, or I want to believe that these people are looking out for the best interest, but they're really looking for me and my best interest. So they do have the best interest for me, but in the box that they live in, And like I said, I don't think that these are my people. I'm not saying that they can't be my friends. I'm not saying that we can't be in each other's life. What I'm saying is that they're not going to be my core people probably in the future, unless they can adapt and accept me for who I'm about to be. And I'm never going to find out who I really am if I go back. And I'm nervous about not getting a job, but then at the same time I'll get triggered, with my anxiety, and these are things that I haven't been able to work out with, and people are not forgiving. People do not give space. People do not give time. People do not allow you to just react and respond and be in the, and I'm not a fake person. This is probably the hardest part for me, and why I don't fit in is because I can't fake it. I just don't fake it. I just don't care enough to fake it. I don't care enough about somebody's feelings when that somebody doesn't even see me, and they don't want to see me because they think that they already see me. It's kind of like when you say something and people don't listen because they already know what you're saying, and no matter how you finish your thought, but they still respond to you as if you said what they think you said. This is my life, and I don't know if anybody else in the entire world. I'm sure there has to be. I mean, this is a big world with a lot of people, and I did not come from thin air. I came from other humans, so there has to be other people who experience the world like me. And so one thing that I really want to start is a blog. It's going to be trash to begin with. It's going to be pure crap. It's probably not going to have a lot of value, but I really want to start writing a blog, and I don't know. The idea would be to share Dallas and things like that, like unsolicited Dallas, because all those articles and all the videos, they're all bought and paid for. So, I'd prefer to show what it actually is like to just be a normal person that shows up to a place, and what that experience is, not the experience of being oohed and awed because they know that you're writing, review or anything. So that's kind of like the idea, but I also would want to share where I'm coming from and my perspective of things that I've wanted to make videos on, but it's very difficult. I think that I'm better at writing than I am at speaking. So I really want to start that. And back in 2012, I really wanted to get into blogging, but I was still in the track of mind of trying to live life the way that society is set up and the way that other people value you, where do you work? And everybody thinks that I need a boyfriend or a husband. I'm so sorry. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for the career so that you can be impressed by me. I'm not trying to buy the house so that you're oohing and eyeing and just so I'm not looking for those dumb compliments. I'm so sorry. The compliments of, oh, you have such a nice car. Or the compliments of, Oh, your hair's so pretty. I appreciate it, but I'm not doing it for the compliments. I'm not doing it for the validation and the acceptance of the people around me. This is not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to live authentically. I'm also trying to find my people because I don't know where they are, because I think that my people, I think that I'm just too normal for my people, probably. And so I don't want to backslide. And so I don't know how this is going to go. It's long enough. So I'm going to end this here. But hopefully I'll have something of more value in the future and in the near future. And I'll be able to share the update for the car, what's going on with that. I'm going to update with the blog, where that's going, and probably walking around Dallas. Because I'm in downtown, so there's plenty to see here, and I do think Dallas is really doing good, upping its game and having a lot more to do around here. So that's the direction that I kind of want to go with this. On top of it, I really am going to spend more time with my art. I am figuring it out. So some things are just going to naturally sort itself out. This is life, right? So yeah, I just have to be an active participant in life. Otherwise, it's gonna. I'm not gonna know where I'm at anymore. So, I'm just really excited about 2022. I just need to make sure that I'm making progressive decisions for myself instead of the safer or the recommended decisions. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully with good news. Have a great day. Happy New Year. Have a great first week of the new year. Yeah. Have lots of new experiences. That's the goal, right?